Alright guys, so today we're gonna be doing some more gameplay here on our world. I think we're gonna be working a little bit on our iron farm. So I do have a working iron farm in 1.14. It's not quite as fast as this as like the Iron Titan or anything, but it actually does keep up pretty well with this farm. And it's pretty simple to build. It's probably going to take a few more villagers than I have, but it's going to work out, I think, in order to get going. So what we're going to be doing is going up top. So I'm going to show you basically what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be keeping the same killing platform. The killing chamber is going to be the same. But then on top of these grass blocks where these stone bricks are going to be, we're going to go out on one side and dig a little, or build a couple little platforms in order to house our villagers. So it's going to be just a little bit different, but we're going to need to make some supplies. So we're going to need to make some stuff here. I'm going to make a bunch of looms because they're pretty easy to build from what I remember. They're not too difficult. I just need to find where it's at on here. Where we got the loom. Did I pass it already or am I blind? Or have I not unlocked the recipe yet? Maybe I just haven't unlocked the recipe yet. So what we're gonna have to do is go over to our old base in the mountain over here and take a look and see what we can find for string. And I think it's string and wood planks will unlock it. So we're gonna have to go grab some string. So I'll meet you guys back over here when I get some more string. Alright, so we're back over here and we got some string. So let's go ahead and craft us up some looms. So basically what we're gonna have is a platform where there's gonna be a bunch of looms lined up. Like so. Enough, one for each villager. And it's going to be a pretty big project to take on. It's not going to be super bad to go ahead and fix this, but then we're going to have to take all the villagers, drop them down on the platform, take this out. We're probably going to have to grab some of those villagers as well, because there's not going to be quite enough, I don't think, in here. And then once we build it, I'm going to show you guys basically the mechanics of how it works. And yeah, so this is a working 1.14 design that we're about to build, or we're about to take this one because I'm going to keep it the same killing chamber, but I'm going to gather up some materials and I'll meet you guys over at the iron farm. So I'm just continuing working on gathering some supplies. I got most of the supplies, but I still need a sheep so I can get a whole bunch of beds. But somehow a wandering villager spawned in my little underground base. I kept hearing llamas and stuff, and I'm like, where are they coming from? And then I came down here to sleep, and the traveling villager in my base. I don't know where he came from, but here he is. He doesn't seem to have that many good trades, though, but anyways. So I got a lot of supplies. Let me show you the supplies I need. I'm just looking for a sheep. And let me show you what I'm going to do with the sheep now that 1.14 is here. So I built this little simple contraption right next to my chickens, where I can put a sheep in there and lock him in there, and then this will automatically shear him as soon as this grass grows all the way over and all that stuff. But this chest, I got some glass, I got some stone bricks, and some normal stone in order to start fixing the iron farm. I took down the glass pillars, or the sand pillars, so I could finish cleaning this up, getting it ready to go. So let's let me find a sheep and then we'll be right back. You can hear there's definitely a bunch of sheep here, but yeah, we got a situation on this island. We got a situation. So I tried to place down my boat so I could gather this guy, and it's gone. Now, that's the third crafting table I've tried to place down, and it's gone. So I don't know how I'm gonna get these sheep back to my area because I can't. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get them back to my area. My area is like over in that direction somewhere across the water, but I can't. I can't. That's I can't place anything. Couldn't even get my boat. There's a village over there, but I couldn't even get my boat or anything. But I got a bunch of sheep over here. But I need to get one over to my base somehow. I'm gonna try to re-log. See if that works. Alright, I re-logged. We're loading in. Hey, my boat's back, and now I've got 5 crafting tables in my inventory. But then when I place it down, it's gone again. This island, I don't get what's going on with this island. I don't understand. If I... What? This game's confusing. Now my boat's back in my inventory. What is going on here? I should be able to place it right here. That's all I was trying to do. Well, I was trying to get one in there. Yeah, I only need one in there. That's all I was trying to do. And the game was flipping out. I think my base is over in this direction. I don't know. I was just flying around trying to figure stuff out. Let's pull out the F3 menu. Yeah, it's got to be somewhere in this direction. It doesn't help that this update is so, like, chunks do not load. There's a bunch of zombies and creepers down there. But these chunks just, I don't know, they just don't load. I'm gonna find my way back to my base, and we'll be back. Alright, so it has been some time, but I got another sheep in here. He was a gray sheep, and then I logged out of the game and re-logged back in today, and now he's white sheep again. I don't know. Bugs, man. But we're gonna get to work a little bit. I did kill all my chickens and stuff for now, but we're gonna get to work a little bit on this here new design for our iron farm. Now this is not my design that I came up with, but it's a pretty simple design. It does pretty well. It's not amazing, so I'm gonna fill up my inventory with a bunch of this stuff. And I do have some dirt to work with as well to get up there and do some things. So we're gonna just go ahead and jump right up here. So like I said, it's gonna be the same killing chamber. I'm actually gonna switch out that sand with glass at some point, not right this second. But what we need to do is, we got this little killing chamber. What we need to do is start building out that way. So we can mostly use slabs for this, but we need to go out, so it's a total of 8 blocks. So this would be the first one. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we just need to fill in the rest of these blocks right here. Go out this way as well. Now the thing about this farm is I still need some more I still need some more sheep, or some more wool, because I'm gonna need a lot of beds. And then I need some more string as well. I got a few more looms. I'm up to 40 looms, because I got a few more. The sun, yeah, the sun's right there. Okay. So we got to make sure these are top slabs if we're going to use slabs, so that way stuff can spawn on them. Now what we need to do is grab some glass in our inventory, just a little bit, because we're going to need to build up some stuff. Because what we need, I'm just going to have some torches up here for now. What we need is to build this up, but we need to build this over this way as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're actually going to want the glass on the outside right there. Now this is the part you want to be careful with. So this one's going to need to be another 8. But we're going to need to go up a tiny bit. That way we can get... So if we build up like this, so that way the water can stop right where we need it. And then if we go across another 8, so it's total of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to have that 8 as well. Then what we're going to do is go up one more time. This is the key part. This layer is going to be 7 total. So that's going to be 1. So we're actually going to take that one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The reason this one is 7 is because water flows 8 blocks. So it'll flow the 7 blocks. It'll get this block. It'll go down. And then it should stop right here at the end. And then we'll have another water stream pushing them that way into the center. To where they'll fall in, get killed by the magma blocks, and we'll get their drops. Really need to change that out, but... So what we need to do is build these platforms out and get them all ready to go. And then we'll be ready to get the water in and start getting some villagers. Now the thing is, my villagers are pretty much straight above, kind of. They're off to the side, so I'm probably just going to build a little platform out with some water in it and just break the bottom block and just drop them into the water. Hopefully that works better. Hopefully that works out well and they don't all die. But I'm going to need a decent amount of villagers in here, and once I get this fully built and get all the workstations in, I'm going to know exactly how many villagers I need. I don't know exactly how many I need, but we'll figure it out pretty soon. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to finish building up these platforms. I'm going to finish filling these in. So I'm going to fill this one in, fill that one in, and then we'll come back and show you. Also, might as well just show you now. You're going to want these blocks to be glass on the side. You're going to want them at least 2 high so the iron golems can't try to jump out. So at least 2 high. All the way around the platform. So starting over here, going all the way around. Do it on the outside of the platform as well, like that. All the way around in a circle. So I'm going to get all that done, and I'll be right back, and we'll go from there, guys. Alright, so now what we got to do is we got to put the water in. And hopefully I made this right. The right size. Hopefully I made this the right size so the water doesn't just flow straight into there. But if we come along here and just put water right there, water right here, this will make an infinite water source. And what this one should do is it should stop, go all the way down, stop right there. So that's that part I did right. But I need to actually go back up so I can get another water bucket. Now this one, when we put it in, it should flow in to right there and stop, assuming I made it the right size. Perfect. Now the thing is, we actually need glass. I moved that glass out 1 block too far for some reason. That glass actually needs... This actually... Oh, what I did, I made this one too wide. This one needs to be 3 blocks wide. So the glass actually needs to go right there. So I just made this 1 too wide, which is, it's not too bad. It's an easy fix. Pretty easy fix. And I forgot to mention you'd also do 2 wide on these walls as well, like that. So that way, yeah. So if a golem comes right here, he'll slowly fall in and end up going down there. That's all for the platforms. Now what we need is beds. The beds and the villagers. So what we need to do is build a platform on the side for the villagers. So I'm going to pick this side. And we're going to need... So let's just drop that right there. So we're going to need this to be a little bit longer. So this one is going to be a little bit more difficult because this block needs to be up higher Because this is going to be where the workstations go on this side. So, and then the beds need to go down right there. And we're going to have 2 beds on each one. So we need to go out 4 blocks right here. But then what we need to do is another block up this height. We need another block at that height at the end, which is going to be the other side for our workstations right there. Obviously we're going to need some glass on top of these workstations and around them so the villagers can't jump out and die, especially if they fall into that. Would not be good. And then all we do is we get a bed right there, and then we get a bed right there, and we need to go down until we reach the end of the platforms. So right to the end right there, we need to go all the way down there with this setup. So if we bring in these guys, so it's going to be a lot more villagers, but it's going to be pretty efficient as well. So we just bring this all the way, just keep going until you're all the way right there. And then you can actually go ahead and pop glass on that side as well. So we need to do that all the way around with this platform now. Do the glass, get the workstation and beds in, and then we'll worry about getting the villagers from that pod and that pod in here, as well as some over there at our villager breeder, bringing them over here as well. So I'm going to get this platform done, get whatever workstations and beds I can get in there right now. Maybe I'll try to get them all, I'm not sure, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, now it's time to... So I got most of that put in, now it's time to get... We gotta get some villagers in there now. And I calculated this pod, it's 28 villagers. So it's not too good, but we're actually, at some point I'm gonna add another pod onto the other side. So we're gonna double that, which should in turn be a lot more guys spawning. So we need to get some stone and some stone bricks. I still got the water in my inventory. I'm gonna clear all this dirt out, don't worry. This dirt is not here to stay. It's just here right now while I'm working on this thing, so I can get up and down. So now what we need to do is we need to get the villagers out of their pods and get them into here. I might actually add more platforms too, because you can do more platforms. So I might do more platforms, but I'm definitely going to add another pod onto that side at some point. So what I need to do is I need to figure out which pod. That one's probably going to be the harder pod. This one's like a straight shot. So if we just go straight over this way from this block, we should be able to get to it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then we need to do this one going up. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. We actually should be over the pod now. Yeah, the pod. Yeah, so if we just go out a couple blocks on either side, that way we make sure we hopefully don't mess up and kill any of our villagers, because that would not be fun. It looks like the pod's in this area somewhere. So if we fill a little bit more of this in, so we don't fall off ourselves. So our pod's actually going to be further. So our first pod's going to be at about this block right here. Somewhere around this block. So I think our pod's actually on this block, it looks like. But if we do it a little bit further down just to make sure. So we do just a couple blocks like that. then we'll want to put a little bit of walls on this thing as well. I really hope I build this in the right spot, because I do not want to have to build this thing. I do not want to have to kill all the, I don't want all those villagers to die. But it looks like we're about in this area somewhere for this. So right near the middle of this. So we should be okay now to add a couple walls. And we just need the wall around the backside. I'm not super worried about falling because water, but I don't want to fall still. I still don't want to fall. I'm not super worried about falling because the water, but I don't want to have to come back up here. And obviously we're going to have to take these blocks out as well when we're done. Otherwise the golems will spawn on these and not make it to where we need them to make it. So if we do that, it should go right there. I really don't know if villagers will take the fall damage from this, but then it should stop right there. And if we get the villagers, they should just go right in here. I hope. I don't know if that water is going to be deep enough though. I think I might need to make the water deeper. Alright, we're just going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. If my villagers all die, then yeah, we know we messed something up. Let's hope this works. And let's hope I don't fall and die. I'm gonna make sure this is in a good spot. One thing actually I can do once I get up here, just to make sure, I'm gonna go in this corner where I'm gonna be dropping the villagers out, and I'm gonna drop some water down there, because then they can go down a waterfall. And this whole thing needs to get destroyed at some point too, so that's gonna be a fun task. But if I just put water right there, it should land in our tube area that our water stream that we built. So now's the fun part. And I fell down. Great. But we know it works because I didn't take any damage, so we know we did something right. I need to get back to my platform. So what I should be able to do now, here's the moment of truth. And then what I need to do is I need to get back to my platform. And I need to get rid of the water. Uh-oh. Ah, that guy died. So I've had one that died so far. At least one that died. The other ones are still up there, slowly coming down. This guy didn't make his way in. These guys are not making their way in, but I've had one that died so far. I should have made this wall bigger, so they couldn't do that. It won't be too bad because once nighttime hits, they'll want to run to their beds. So we gotta watch the rest of these guys as they come down and see what happens. They're slowly Why does it only seem like there's one? Did all the other ones die and I just wasn't paying attention? I know I saw one die. There should have been more villagers than that in that pod. I only see like one right there. Did all the other ones die? And I just wasn't paying attention? I got I got four of them. But it looks like there's like one right there, so I don't know what happened to all the other ones. There should have been more than that in that pod though, as far as I was concerned. Oh no. I don't know where the rest of the villagers are. Yeah. I don't know where the rest of the villagers are. There should have been more in that pod though. Oh man, I did something wrong. Yeah, there's one villager right there. And also, when we get these villagers in there, after we get them in there, we're gonna want to put some glass on the top. So if there's like lightning or something, then we don't have that problem. So we got a few of them in there. I don't know where the rest of them went. I know one, at least I saw at least one die. But now we need to get up there. They're not gonna start spawning golems because there's not enough of them. So I'm not too worried about that. This is a long trip. This is a long trip. Good thing I brought a lot of materials with me. Yeah, so that was all the villagers that were there in that pod. I swear I had more in that pod, but that's fine. The other pod's going to be a little bit more tricky to get in there because it's not going to be a straight shot like this one was. Oh man. Did not work out quite as planned. But once we get these guys in there, yeah. It's nighttime now, so they should be heading off to bed. We're not going to get any golems spawning in yet because there's not quite enough villagers in there. But they should all be... yes. That's a good sign. It looks like they're all sleeping. That's a good sign. It's definitely a good sign. I need to get down there and get some protection in there, though, because things can spawn. Things can definitely spawn, and I'm trying not to be able to let these guys die. Things shouldn't be able to spawn on the beds, but... things can definitely spawn like on that dirt block right there. Yeah. So let's just get a little bit of light around in these areas so we don't have anything spawning, hopefully. And then we'll head off to bed and work on getting the other villagers in there. And then getting some more villagers from over there till we have exactly how many we need in that pod, because you don't want to have too many. You want to have exactly one for each bed and workstation. That's why we set it up the way we did, so it'll be easy to count and easy to figure out how many we need. Alright, now we need to get villagers from that pod in there. I actually might just bring over some villagers from over there and get them in the system. I'm just going to need to figure out how I'm going to get them up into that platform, because I can bring them around, but I don't know how I'm going to get them up in there. What I could do is bring them over to here and then just build up like a little dirt tower that can bring them up. So if we just put rails, like a couple powered rails going up this way and around, and then we can bring them up and around, up and drop them straight in. That should work. Don't know if I'm gonna have enough rails for this, because I'm gonna need some powered rails too. I actually don't know if I have any powered rails at all. I don't think I have any powered rails at all. This could end bad. This could definitely end bad. I'm gonna go ahead and get these villagers up in this area, and then I'll come back when they're up there and we get some golems spawning in. Alright guys, so I didn't get all the villagers in there, but I do have it set up so they're breeding around. I do have an iron golem in there. And the problem is that I forgot to do is we need to take out the slabs. So we got an iron golem, but we need to take out these slabs underneath the beds, which I forgot to do. The reason why is because iron golems can spawn on them. They're not supposed to spawn on the beds, but they are. So we need to take out all these slabs so we don't get iron golems spawning in there anymore. And then once we get those, we'll be good to go. Alright, let's do this. Let's get these last ones out. And yeah, there we go. The iron golems are not supposed to spawn there, but for some reason they do spawn on the beds, because there is one on my bed right now, on one of the beds right now. But this, taking all these out, oh, he just fell through. Oh man, it's another one of these, like with my other iron farm, there was golems spawning. But if we just take all of these out, then we shouldn't have that problem, and they should start spawning where they're supposed to spawn. Hopefully. Alright. There we go. See if we can get some golems spawning in the right spot this time. And those villagers should start breeding as long as they're good. There we go. We're ready to rock and roll. Alright guys, we're finally done with this video. Almost. I got iron golems spawning. There's actually one dying a couple dying right now. I haven't got that much iron yet, but that's alright. I got a couple cats. I actually got 3. One here, and then 2 more at my base, because they just came running around. So I grabbed them. So we got a decent amount. Once we get that, once we get that next platform on there, they should be coming a lot faster, but for the next set of villagers in there. I actually took advantage of the mechanics of the new game on how they breed. Instead of bringing a whole bunch of villagers over there, I actually just let them breed. So I brought a few of them over there, let them breed, and then that was it. Let's go ahead and get up here, show you. So I just basically let them all breed. Now we got a whole bunch of villagers in there. We got a couple of other villagers because they're still trying to breed for some reason, but that might not be too bad because we can use them for the other side as well. Yeah, but our 114 iron farm is up and running. It's not off to a great start, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.